Good evening and welcome to this Saturday night edition of Michael's Musings. It's actually my last of Michael's Musings, except for those that I do on the newsletter once a month, which those are in written form. And it's hard to believe it's been over a year now of me doing these musings, coming to you. And as I've been saying that I'm going to have these come to an end tonight. And I'm sad about that. Several of you have told me the same thing, that you're kind of sad that we're not going to have the musings anymore. And I'm sad too. But I'm happy about the reason why we're not. Because I started doing the musings originally because the pandemic was keeping us separate. I wanted to keep us a way to stay bonded and to stay together during the pandemic, to kind of give a little bit of hope, a little bit of light in the darkness, and to let us all know that we're not alone out there. And so I think they served their purpose, but I'm glad that we're not having to do them anymore, because that means that we can go back to in-person worship, which tomorrow morning, on Easter Sunday morning, we'll be back to in-person worship. Now, those of you that are not comfortable doing gatherings in the public, that's fine. You will still have Facebook Live, and then I'll post it later on YouTube, and of course on Channel 6 with Epworth. Thank you, Epworth, for letting us do that. So we'll still have those available. But for those that are comfortable, we're going to have in-person worship once again, as things are kind of getting back to normal. Someone asked me, actually several people have asked me, do I think we'll ever get back to normal? And my answer to that, quite honestly, is yeah, I think we will. It may not be exactly the same, but then again, if you look 5 years ago, are we exactly the same as we were? No, we grow and we learn and we change as people. Now, because of the pandemic, we may be a little handling life a little differently. I've lived through a couple of hurricanes, and know many of you all lived through some tornadoes. And you're really not quite the same on the other end, but you're pretty darn close. But just like, if you ever go down to Galveston or parts of New Orleans, you can see where they'll mark where the water lines went to after a hurricane, kind of showing that mark and a scar kind of in a way. We'll have that in our lives. We'll have, we may not be as comfortable giving a stranger a hug, at least not for a while. But overall, I think things are going to be kind of back to normal. Like we're going to have back to in-person worship. And we got the pew cushions back out on the pews that are not roped off. And we're going to have congregational singing. And so slowly over time, we're going to start implementing things back into place. I have every reason to believe that we'll have the choir back up in the loft sometime in the fall. And so as long as the numbers keep going down, which they do, because of the gifts that God has given to some very smart people out there in the medical world who got ahead of this virus. And you know what? There's going to be other things that'll come down the road. But humanity always stands up and faces the challenge. And we've been around for a long time. But that's because we have God guiding us, giving us strength, and God gave us each other. And so having that kind of a bond helps us to get through the day, the week, the years, the pandemics, the natural disasters, whatever comes our way, humanity stands strong. So, yes, we will be back to normal. It may not be 100%, but I think it's going to be pretty darn close. So, in the meantime, please stay safe out there, and let's keep those numbers going down. Because you know what? We are not going to let this virus win. And it is not. It is losing. And we are winning. So, yes, we'll be back to in-person worship. Tomorrow's Easter Sunday morning. I can't wait. And I can't wait to see everybody there that can't be there. And those of you that go, that's fine. Just tune in. And we'll all be together for worship in the morning. Please stay safe. And know I miss you all. I love you all. Thank you for watching all the musings that I've done over the year. And at least knowing that this is my last one gives me hope, because that means that we're just about through this dark tunnel and we're going into the light. So stay safe out there. I love you all. I miss you all. Have a blessed evening, and God bless you.